Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and in this segment we're going to talk about the types of iris plants. Now, irises come in many different shapes and sizes. In fact, there's more than 1,500 varieties of families of irises. So there's so many different types of irises, but they fall in different categories. There's the irises that are rhizomes. They grow like a root. And so bearded iris follow that theory. They have a thick root that grows just almost to the level of the ground. And then they have beautiful frilly flowers that are gorgeous and make gorgeous cut flowers. And then there's types of irises that grow from a bulb, like the Dutch iris that blooms in the spring. And the florists use it more often. They just have the 3 petals. The Dutch iris just have a little tiny bulb like a tulip bulb. So the Dutch iris come in a bulb, just like a tulip. And so you plant them any time of the year, mostly in the fall, and then they'll bloom in April and May of every year. And so they have a little bit larger bulb like a tulip. But then there's the short, tiny irises like the iris reticulatas, and those bloom in early spring. And they're just a tiny little bulb that's just like a tiny tulip bulb. And then all of the bearded iris and the Dutch iris and the short iris reticulata need full sun with good drainage. But then there's all the irises that can live in water, like the Japanese iris and the Siberian iris and the Louisiana irises. They have just a basic root, and you just plant them right into mucky water or right into mud, and they will grow and do beautiful. And they can do sun. They prefer sun, but they can do a little bit of shade too. But what iris have in common is that they're related to all other plants. In fact, like crocosmias and moreas and there's many other plants. Even the tigridia is related to the iris, and it's in the iris family. So when you're growing iris, just make sure it has a sunny location with good drainage if it's a Dutch iris or a bearded iris or a short iris, and it can sit right in a bog of water if it's from Louisiana or if it's a Japanese or Siberian iris.